I'll forget it. I want pen.
Hi, Abraham.
Hello, ma'am.
Abraham is not there.
No, ma'am, I'm there.
You are there. Okay. Okay. Now, we did flood and drought. Okay. And then the thunderstorm and cyclone. Now, let's, okay, we did this process of converting thunderstorm to cyclone. We will check out what are the preventive measures to lessen the harmful effect of cyclone. Okay. What are the preventive measures to lessen the harmful effect of a cyclone? Now, the government declares warning of cyclone by analyzing the weather conditions. This warning is given to common people, coastal areas, fishermen, and ships to make them alert. Okay. They are also kept away from the ocean. Why? Because cyclone government analyzes, okay, the weather department analyzes it and they give warning to the people who are living near the coastal areas, near the oceans and seas, okay, fishermen and ships. Okay, so what happens because huge waves or tides also come during the cyclone, okay, heavy rainfall, very fast winds, okay, and sometimes tides also from the ocean where the seas can come to the land. So that is why people are made alert. This information is broadcast on Doordarshan, that is on the news, radio, and newspapers by meteorological department. Okay, so they broadcast this information in the news. They put it in the radio and in the newspaper so that the people can listen and be aware. We should pay attention to these warnings. This information should not be ignored. Necessary household items, pet animals, and vehicles should be sent to safer places. And we should not drive vehicles in places which are submerged in water. Okay? Means if like it is a low lying area and tide like thing is happening, so you should not drive that time because that will submerge our car. Okay? If a flood comes near the coastal regions. Okay? Understood about the preventive measures to lessen the harmful effect of cyclone?
Yes, ma'am, but they
Yes,
missed
ma'am.
one thing. Ma'am, I just have one question. Cyclone is the one that comes in water or on land?
Water,
Okay,
Abraham.
ma'am, then no.
Okay, with water. Yes, cyclone is coming in water. Okay, in the book, I think the cyclone is like it is coming on the land, okay, which is a tornado, okay. But here the measures that are there, okay, coastal regions, and this is related to the hurricane that comes in water. Okay, see Abraham, different places we call it different names. Okay, different places we call it different names. Like Japan, they call it hurricane, and here we call it cyclone.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am, so
so
one
that
place
is
in
why.
the book it can be hurricanes and one place in the book it can be cyclones. Understood.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Okay,
ma'am,
yes, Abraham.
one thing for tornadoes, if you are being
Mhm.
there's a tornado nearby and you want to, most people will say seek shelter, go in a house. Best thing
Mhm.
is to Actually, find a ditch
A ditch. Yes, Abraham, that is a
or
good
go to
idea.
underground
But
basement because the pressure is the
yes,
lowest at the bottom. Don't
bottom.
go on a
Yes, that.
skyscraper.
Yes, correct. So many houses where, many cities or states where, or countries where actually this happens a lot. The tornadoes, this happens a lot. They actually have this basement constructed beneath all of their homes. Okay. Every home would have this basement, and if a tornado comes, they would just go inside the basement. Okay, that is true. But opposite in the case of flood. If flood comes, you cannot go beneath. You have to go top, at the top. Okay, because water starts to fill in at beneath, okay, at the bottom. So you do not go in the bottom. During a flood, you go at the top. Okay,
And
that is for flood. Tornado, you can go in the basement. It's a good option.
ma'am,
Yes.
do you know there are some vehicles? They are heavy tank-like vehicles. They don't have guns or anything, but they are protected and everything, and they go into tornadoes with people driving them in, and then they intercept it and find out the weather conditions and everything in the tornado.
Yes, yes. There are vehicles, heavy vehicles, in which people go to find out the weather conditions. Okay. Some reporters or some researchers, they use very heavy, big van type or truck type vehicles, mini
So,
truck type vehicles.
so ma'am, what happens is, ma'am, these ones, tornado intercept vehicles, they are designed for this. They're not just any vehicle, ma'am. These vehicles are
Mhm.
designed for,
Withstanding the tornado.
yeah.
Yes.
What happens is they have plates all around, armored plates, and also they're very heavy, so the tornado cannot lift them off the ground.
Yes, that
Some
is true.
650 kgs.
Okay. Hmm. I do not fully remember
Ma'am, it was a
that case,
slide.
that where one person was there, okay, a researcher only, researcher and a reporter, okay, who were using this vehicle, okay, to follow a tornado, and while like he made good discovery about it, okay, and then died in the tornado, that tornado. So that was a case like long back, but I don't remember it in much detail, but I think I studied it that time. So people actually use those vehicles and follow the tornado. Okay, they study it, they make conclusions, analyze it. Okay, they may analyze its paths, what speed the wind is moving at, what speed the tornado is moving at. Okay, how big it is and everything. All right, then let's check out index questions 18.2. Emma, can you turn on your video? Emma, turn on your video. There are two types of charges, dash and dash.
Charges positive and negative. Items of the same charge attract each other. Open areas in a thunderstorm is not safe. Safeguard from a thunderstorm and rain. To safeguard from thunderstorm and rain, we should not use umbrellas of metal. And lastly, fast dash. Mama, I don't know the last one.
Okay. Items of the same charge, they repel each other. Okay. Then open area in the thunderstorm is not safe. Then to safeguard from thunderstorm and rain, we should use dash of metal stick. We should not use dash of metal stick. This is umbrella. And the last one, fast dash air. Fast speed air moves with thunderstorm, which damages life and property in nearby areas. Yeah. Okay, how is charge produced? I explained you yesterday. Can you tell me how is charge produced?
Ma'am, a charge is produced when there is an exchange of electrons, thus lowering on one side and thus making one side negative and making one side positive.
Charge is produced when clouds, with the meeting of clouds and fast moving air.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Which of the
Charge.
any
Yes,
three safety measures for in a thunderstorm is number one, don't have a metal umbrella. Number two, do not touch appliances. Number three, it's safe to stay indoors and wear rubber shoes.
okay. Say once again, Abraham.
Number three, it's safe to stay indoors. And mama, say, ma'am, you have to wear rubber shoes.
Okay.
What
Correct, Abraham. Correct.
conduction?
What is conduction?
Ma'am, conduction is that the when where the charges meet. Ma'am, is conduction a method of taking away a wait on my ma'am.
Okay. Or when the charge of any charged item, when the charge of any charged item is transferred to Earth?
Okay, ma'am.
Earth. It's called conduction. Okay. Emma, are you getting? Emma?
Ma'am,
Yes.
do you know when you take a charged item and you put in your paper, it charges up, right? But doesn't
Yes.
paper have all its all its electrons?
Doesn't paper have all its electrons? Like, doesn't paper take all its electrons, you're saying?
No. Isn't paper neutral charge?
Isn't paper neutral charge? I think paper is neutral charge.
Ma'am, do you know actually what happens, ma'am? So ma'am, the separation happens of positive charge and negative charge. It's like all the protons go down and all the electrons go up. That's
Yeah.
why it attracts.
Yes, that is true.
That's why the charged
So that
balloon can stick to almost anything because it's playing with those
yes,
charges.
yes, that is true. Okay, can
Right?
you give me 2 effective methods to stop the bad effect of cyclone?
Ma'am, I'm talking about this in the point of view that the cyclone is a hurricane. Number
That
one,
a cyclone,
the hurricane.
cy-
Number one, listen
okay,
to the weather reports.
okay,
It says in the book also, we need to listen to weather reports.
okay, it's good.
Necessary household items like pets and animals and vehicles should be sent to safer places. We should not drive in vehicles
Yes,
submerged with water. Ma'am, basically
yes,
they're talking about the effects of a hurricane giving us a flood.
yes, Abraham, correct.
Ma'am, but did you know that these measures could also be done for an earthquake if we know there's an earthquake coming?
Mm-hmm. Some of them can be done for an earthquake. Okay, I was watching a video. I think it was from Japan because Japan faces a lot of earthquakes. Okay,
Yeah,
so beneath their buildings, they place poles. Okay, they place poles, and these poles are like so flexible that if the earthquake comes, so these poles will move like this, okay, along with the building. If the earthquake comes, these poles will move like this. So when the earth shakes, these poles will move accordingly and the building will not collapse.
ma'am, do you know
Something like this.
in the subway in Japan? I seen one video. They were experiencing earthquakes. I was shaking. The signs on top were moving, but they were not falling. And my father said, if an earthquake happens in India, the signs will for sure fall because of the way they are fixed.
What was not falling?
Ma'am, metro में there are these signs, right, that tell you everything.
Yes, yes, yes,
In
yes.
Japan, the earthquake was shaking. Almost nothing is falling. The signs are not falling.
Mm.
But my father said in India, if like Mumbai was hit by an earthquake, all the signs would be fallen. It would be difficult to repair.
Yes, that is true. So in Japan, they make things like that. Okay, they make things like that they do not fall. The construction is good. Besides, it is flexible, like using poles and all. So if earthquake is there, it will like the poles will shake, still balancing the building, but it will not fall.
Mm, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how information related to cyclone is given to the people?
Ma'am, broadcasts.
Broadcast.
Ma'am, I think they
How?
should do ads on YouTube.
Ads on YouTube. Okay.
I don't know, people.
News.
They could
News.
do news. Ma'am,
Radio.
they could even have like people go to like poor people's houses uh, who cannot afford a radio or a
Okay.
phone. They can go to their houses and then they tell them the cyclone is coming.
Mhm. Yes, they can do that. Okay. You also get a message on the phone whenever you have a thunderstorm. The government has launched this system. Okay. I always get a message on my phone whenever we are having a thunderstorm that heavy rainfall or with thunderstorm is expected in the next 3 hours or in the next 12 hours. Okay. So we get a message from the government now whenever we are expecting heavy rainfall, the thunderstorm, or anything. Okay, so that is there. Okay, let me check that video. 1 second. If I'm still having it, I will show. No, not having it. It was quite old actually. We had a cyclone in Gujarat, a major cyclone in Gujarat. Okay, and the hurricane one, the water one, because Gujarat has it's a coastal. Some portion of it is near the water body that is the Arabian Sea. Okay, and we had the cyclone coming from the Arabian Sea, and my sister lives there in Gujarat, and they had terrible rainfall and winds, like very heavy rainfall and very fast winds. So she sent me a video of the tree swinging like that very badly, and the all of that rainfall and the trees moving like that. You could hear that heavy voice of the wind that was there. That video is old, so I couldn't find it now. But that is the major things. Like one is the rainfall, one is the heavy wind, and sometimes floods. Okay. At the sea area near the water bodies, there are floods also because very high tides also come. So sometimes there are floods also. Then are in Rajasthan, that cyclone effect was there for around I think 2 to 3
I
days.
found the video.
You found the video?
I think so.
Okay. You can put the link in the chat box.
It's pasted.
Okay. Is this the Gujarat one only?
I've not watched it before, but it looks like.
Looks like. Okay. This is a shot that you sent me. I will share the screen.
Guys, can
Yeah, I think this was a cyclone. Okay. This was only the cyclone, but I'll show you that wind and all. Yeah, that video was something like this. I got something. So this is basically how it looks like. This is how your cyclone effects of it looks like. The wind and the water, the rainfall, all of it. So people are cleared out, okay, from those areas that are near the oceans and seas. Okay, they are taken away from those places, coastal regions, when the warnings come. Evacuated. Okay, people are evacuated when the warnings come. Now, earthquake and its causes we can do tomorrow. Okay,
Ma'am,
and we will finish the lesson. Yes, Abraham,
I think I sent you the one. No, I found it.
you found it. Okay.
Ma'am, the name of the cyclone, ma'am, you're searching for his name, Biparjoy.
Yes, it's Biparjoy cyclone. That is correct. It was a major cyclone, and video you sent is it was like that only.
Ma'am, like this?
Yes, like this. It was like that. It was like that only. Okay. Now, we will stop for here today, and tomorrow, 5 minutes break for y'all, and then we will start with math class. Welcome back, all of you. We are about to start.
Yes, ma'am, I'm back. My camera was not working in the earlier class.
Okay, Emma. Is it working now?
Yes, ma'am, sometimes it's turning on, sometimes it's taking time.
Okay. Abraham, are you back? We will start a new lesson. Okay. We will start a new lesson today. 11th lesson, angle and parallel lines. Okay. Chapter 11, angle and parallel lines. Let's quickly go over the meaning of both. Okay. Now, last chapter we learned mainly about lines, but like point surface lines, but in this lesson we learned mainly about angles. Okay, what are angles? When two surfaces or lines, intersect each other, the figures thus formed are called angles. Okay. When two surfaces or lines intersect each other, the figures thus formed are called angles. Okay. Now, we have different types of angles in our surroundings. Okay. So we will learn that in this chapter. Okay. Now, one more thing we will quickly go through. Okay. Suppose two lines are there. I draw two lines with a ruler. Okay. And then I put perpendicular on it. And then measure the perpendicular. Okay. And then measure the perpendicular. So the length of this perpendicular is equal to the length of this perpendicular. Okay. Length of this perpendicular is equal to the length of the other perpendicular. What does it mean? It means that they are perpendicular lines. Sorry, they are parallel lines. Okay. When the perpendicular distance between two lines is same, such lines are called parallel lines. Okay, one example can be railway tracks or straight railway tracks.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, I have a question, ma'am. Is this going to be Like, are we only going to learn definitions this chapter?
You have already?
No, are we only going to learn definitions this chapter?
Are we going to do only definitions in this chapter? Mostly yes, Abraham. Okay. Mostly yes, you have only definitions, but you have questions like measure this angle, okay, or drawing angles. You have types of angles, pairs of angles. So some work is also there. Okay. Some work is also there, but mostly you have definitions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Please write this down. What's on the screen? Please write it down, and then we will do rotation.
You can clear the screen. I have it.
Emma written. Emma. Next, what we have is rotation. Okay. Now, if you have seen a clock, yeah, if you have seen a clock, we know that there are numbers till 1 to 12 on the clock. Okay, this we know. We have numbers from 1 to 12 on the clock. Okay, and two-handed. One is the the four numbers located here. You have 12. Okay, then 6, 3, 9. Okay, these numbers you have. When the minute hand starts from 12, okay, moves and returns to 12. Okay, when the minute hand starts from 12, okay, moves and comes back to 12. It's known as full rotation. Okay. If the minute hand starts from 12, ends at 6, it is known as half rotation. Okay. Or half revolution. Okay. If you can write a revolution, your book has mentioned revolution. if it goes from 12 to 3, okay, or 3 to 6, or 6 to 9, or 9 to 12, okay, that is known as quarter revolution. Okay, suppose I'm going from 6 to 9. Quarter revolution. Okay, understood.
Ma'am, isn't it just
Understood.
Ma'am, is it just 90, 180, 270 and 360?
Yes, Abraham, correct. Okay, that is there in the angle form. That is correct. Okay, now if I tell you about the directions, let me make it. East, west, north, and south. Okay. Besides that, we have northeast, we have southeast, we have southwest, and we have northwest. Okay, these are the directions that we have, 4 major directions, and then the directions that come between. Okay, now the thing is that if you, like in same as in the clock, if you are moving from north to south, okay, half rotation, north to east, quarter rotation, north to north, complete rotation. Okay, understood this? So same thing, it works here, but this much is not enough. Okay, this much is not enough, so we need some units of rotations other than complete rotation, quarter, and half rotation. Okay, so that is why angles are located, made. Okay, that is why we have angles. You know that besides all this, quarter, half, and full, if you want to measure them in more detail, what will that measurement be? So that is why we have angles for it. Okay, that is why we have angles for it. You want to write this down? Please write it. Make the diagram of the clock and the directions.
And ma'am, you can clear the screen.
Done. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, the angles of this one, the rotation, ma'am, is 90, then it is 45, like that, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Abraham. 90, 45. Okay. Then it is like that. Yes. 180. Okay. 360. Okay. True.
Okay, ma'am.
So if I try to locate it. Hello, Joshua. Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I was joining
This is-
late, ma'am.
It's okay, Joshua. Okay. Then this is 45. Okay. Then this is 180. Okay. And if I take a look at the complete angle,
360.
So, ma'am, every
360.
one of this, all of these angles are in the tables of 360, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, and the tables
Yes.
of 45.
45. 45 in the table.
So 45 1
Okay.
till 45 8.
Mm-hmm. The main thing is that we are only able to locate 4. Okay. And we need more angles besides, like, 90 is how much? Quarter. Okay. 180 is half, from north to south. 180. Okay. Then north to north.
Ma'am,
360.
ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, if you
Yes.
want to know all the angles on the clock, ma'am, we can consider 360, then divide all the numbers of the clock. We can the entire circle is 360, ma'am, so we can divide all the numbers on the clock by 360.
Yes. True.
And then we'll get the answer, ma'am. Then we
Yes,
get
Abraham.
number. Suppose from 12 we want to know what is 1. We can divide 360 by 12.
Mm.
That will give us 3. And then we multiply 3 by 1. That will give us 3 only. No, that I think so.
This is a method like this which is used to calculate the angles in a pie chart. Okay. The angles in a pie chart, you know, right? Pie chart where you have portions or something. This is 15%, 20%, this percent, this percent. So to calculate the angles in, like, those angles in a pie chart, it is divided by 360. Okay, multiplied by 100 to give you what angle it is. Okay, so we will do, so that is why, because with rotation we can only find quarter, half and full, but we need to do like to find something that is in the middle. For example, if I find this much portion, if I want to find, take a look at the clock. Okay, take a look at my clock, and if I want to find this much portion, okay, this is not even quarter, this is not even half, but somewhere between quarter and half.
Ma'am, if you
Then I
know,
have
ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, Ma'am, you were saying something.
Yes, I'm saying that we need angles. Okay, we need angles to find it. That is why in this chapter we are going to study angles. Okay.
Okay. Ma'am, if it was on 7, ma'am, if it's on 5 or on 4, ma'am, we can find it out.
Yes. Now we will do 1 second. We will do angles. Start with angles. Okay. Now we know, I just explained to you that when two lines, okay, intersect, angles are formed. Okay. When two lines intersect, angles are formed and they have a common point. Okay. For example, take a look at this angle. Okay. They have a common point. This one. Okay. They have a common point. O. Okay. You can name the angles like this. How? A, O, P. Okay. So there are two rays. Okay. There are two rays. Two rays, OA and OB. Okay. And they have same initial point O. Okay. They have same initial point O. O. Okay. Then you can call it as angle. You can call it as angle AOB or angle BOA. You can read it from A, starting from A, or starting from B. Okay. And this sign is used to denote angles. Used to denote angles. Okay. Understood? But if I give you one more diagram. Okay. If I give you one more diagram. Take a look at this one. Let's name them. Sorry. Yeah. A. This was A or B, right? Let's add C and D. Okay. Now, can you tell me all the names that we can give this? Can you tell me all the names that we can give this? Unmute and tell me. Joshua, unmute and tell me.
OCADB.
OCADB? No. We do not give 5 alphabet name, only 3. Okay? Only 3.
Ma'am, can I
So, yes, Abraham. Say it.
Ma'am,
angle COD, angle COB, angle AOD, angle AOB? Ma'am, that sums up almost all of it.
Angle COD.
No, wait, ma'am, not all of
Angle
them. Yes, ma'am.
A
Now angle
O.
BOC, angle BOA, angle DOC, angle DOA. 8 angles.
Yes. BOC, BOA, angle DOC, angle DOA. Okay. Now, Joshua, try to see the name and see the location. Okay. COD means from here to here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then AOD means here to here. Okay. AOB means from here to here. Okay. COB means from here to here. Okay. BOC means from here to here. Okay. BOA means from here to here. Okay. DOC means from D to C. And DOA means from D to A. Okay. But all of them mean the same thing. Okay. All of them, all of these names have the same meaning. Can you tell me why or how?
Ma'am, meaning? Can you just repeat?
Can you all these names refer to the same angle? Can you tell me how or why?
Ma'am, the thing is that, ma'am, all these names refer to the same angle, ma'am, is because we are seeing the name of the angle, but the name of the angle can only be 3 words. So we are using the combination of those 3 words that can be in this place now. That's how we're getting 8
Okay.
angles. And
Hmm.
then we also have to consider the possibilities of the name being upside down and right side up. So it becomes the COD, AOD, AOB, COB, BOC, BOA, DOC, DOA. So that's almost all the possible names, ma'am. And ma'am, since there's B, ma'am, since there's B,
Yes.
ma'am, is there a way to find out how many angles are going to be there, ma'am? Can we multiply B with the amount? Wait, can you multiply? No, that's not difficult.
Hmm. See, the angle that is formed here is forming at O. Okay. The angle is O. And everything and always in the name, the angle which is forming on that point comes in center. Okay, in between. In the top one also, if you take a look at, suppose I change the names, okay? I change it and write P, Q, and R in the top one, okay? So my names will become angle P, Q, R or R, Q, P. Now Q, my angle is being formed at where? At what? At Q. So Q is always in the center. Okay, no matter if you do like start from P or start from R, Q is where my angle is formed. Q will be there at the center. Okay, same in the beneath one also. Angle is forming at O. So even if you give it any of these names, any of these 8 names, it would mean that we are referring to angle O because O is coming in the center. Okay, in the center of the name. So we will it refers to the same angle O. Understood now? Yeah. So always put that in the center. Whatever the angle is, you start from the line, angle, line. Okay. Name of the line, then the angle, and then the line. So always keep the angle point in between of the name. Okay. So write this down, please. Write this down if you have not written.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, do we have to like underline everything, ma'am, also?
No. You don't have to underline everything. You just have to write everything and draw the diagram.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, done copying.
Okay, Abraham. Your homework for today is exercise 11.1.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we will let Joshua and Emma write, but your homework is 11.1 for today. Okay, please do that. And then tomorrow is Friday, right?
Yes, ma'am. Maths
Yes, ma'am.
test.
Maths test is there. Okay. So shall we like keep this thing science experiment next week because tomorrow you also have a maths test?
Yes, ma'am. It would be difficult to cope up.
Yeah, that's what I think. That with the math test is there of the 8 chapter full, and then your experiment also comes up tomorrow only. It will be a little difficult. So we can keep it Monday or Tuesday next week.
Ma'am, so next week no science test, right?
No,
Okay, ma'am.
next week, Friday, we can have a science test.
Ma'am, but what about maths then?
What about maths? Maths, I'll take half of the 9th chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Maybe next week I'll give you yeah, maybe next week I'll give you a gap, and then next week I can keep.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, have you gone through the 8 chapter and seen how whether it's half or full?
It is full, Abraham. I texted in the group that it is full.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it is easy. First few exercises are very easy. So it is not half, it is full, the full 8th chapter tomorrow. Okay, Joshua, all right?
Ma'am, I've done writing.
Yes.
Would it be possible to move the test to Sunday because I'm a little more comfortable there? That is, if everybody agrees.
Ma'am,
Sunday.
I'm okay to move it on Sunday, ma'am, but can we move it on Monday? That'll be a little bit better for me. Because, ma'am, Sunday I'm traveling the whole day.
Okay, Sunday you are traveling.
The whole day, ma'am.
Okay, Joshua, Monday.
Okay, ma'am. Because I didn't read nothing, ma'am.
Okay. What about then Saturday?
I can't do it on Saturday, ma'am.
Ma'am, we keep it on
Okay.
Monday, ma'am.
Okay then.
No.
Then I'll keep the math test on Monday.
Like, ma'am, if
Okay.
it's like,
Tomorrow,
if it's
regular classes tomorrow. Yes, Joshua, tell me.
if it is too much, ma'am, can we just are you going to keep it on Friday, ma'am?
This Friday.